Hey everybody, welcome to the Hyrule Compendium. Another entry. It was really easy to pick the topic for today because multiple people just want to know our thoughts on the first DLC pack coming for Breath of the Wild.
Okay, so there's actually a decent amount of stuff in it.
Yeah.
I think we should run through what's in it.
Yeah.
All right, so there's the big new map feature. We love maps here on this show.
We're gonna do a video on that.
I guess it tracks your history going through the world. So it shows like a line showing through, I think, the last 200 hours of you running through the map.
Yeah.
So I think it's cool so that you can like look back to see like what areas you've been to and what areas you haven't. Because even within the areas, like within the regions, there's some areas like some people might never go to.
Yeah.
Or they might. It's very easy to overlook certain areas.
Mm-hmm.
An example being, I've been running through the Ridgeland region for the last forever, and I ran into this area where there's these bokoblins on horses. You know, you see those.
Yeah.
You see those before. Like sometimes there's like one or two, or there was like a group of like 11 of them or something.
Yeah, that was wild.
It was scary. I ran away. But like, you know, on the map feature, you can be like, oh, I haven't checked out this region of this region.
Yeah, it just further encourages the exploration.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool feature. I wouldn't. That's not the big thing, is it? Though.
Well, they did announce there's one big map feature, and
that's the big thing for you.
Right.
So yeah, let's talk about the Trial of the Sword.
Okay, so it's sort of like an enemy gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I'm not exactly sure how it's gonna work because like they said it's 45, I guess, floors.
Uh-huh.
And you start with no weapons or minimal. I don't know what no weapons means, but I mean you're gonna have to fight the first enemy somehow. You can't punch him to death.
Yeah.
Maybe bombs or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess you'll gradually pick up weapons as you go. And
that's pretty cool.
I kind of wonder if there's gonna be any new enemies in this. I kind of doubt it.
Yeah, I don't get that feeling, but that'd be a cool surprise.
I feel the enemies are kind of limited.
Yeah.
So we've talked about this before because there's Wizardobes, Bokoblins, Moblins, Stalfos, Lizalfos, and some of them kind of blur together. You don't really know the difference between them.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they're just gonna mix and match them. I mean, I can't imagine a room if you're fighting like two Lionels at once or something.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm trying to think. It does seem like the combinations could be pretty limited, but
yeah, I mean, are you going to be fighting is there just going to be two big Moblins and then there's going to be a Wizrobe, Shock Wizrobe or something with them?
Weird, yeah.
It's yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to feel. We'll see.
And then it says after you complete it, you unlock the true power of the Master Sword.
Yeah, we don't really know what that means either, but I know the Master Sword, I believe, has a base power of, is it 30, I think?
Okay.
Or 60? Or whatever it is, but then when you're near Guardians or when you're fighting Calamity again, and it gets powered up because it feels like the juice.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking maybe the full power of the Master Sword will just mean it's permanently juiced up.
Okay.
And maybe it has a higher, like, an even higher effect when you're next to Guardians or something.
As if you couldn't become more powerful in this game.
Yes. Right.
Well, I guess speaking of that could become pretty helpful in the hard mode.
Right, yeah. So hard mode, from what we understand, the enemies, they're going to be replaced by like the ones that are one step above them. I think the example they gave are like the red Bokoblins are going to be replaced by black Bokoblins because that's like the level 2 Bokoblins, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
And so on and so forth. And I think they said the top enemies are going to have higher, I don't know, HP.
Okay.
So they'll be a little stronger themselves.
Cool. I was really intrigued by the idea that their health will regenerate.
Right, yeah. So that's cool. They're kind of... we've never seen that in Zelda before, have we?
Yeah, I don't think so, unless it was like there may have been like a boss or something where that was like I don't know. I
Yeah.
can't say for sure. I think that's more interesting than just your typical hero mode, like they do extra damage or something. It's like, well, they're actually harder to fight too. So
Right. So you can't just be super, super cautious and just like wait out the battle. You know what I mean? Because you can probably a little bit, but I mean,
you have to be a little bit more aggressive.
yeah, because you're gonna have to take their health down faster than it's regenerating, as well as faster than you run out of weapons, I guess.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. What that gameplay that encourages.
They also mentioned like look up to the sky and you'll find. I don't know what that means. Is there gonna be like Bokoblin archers like on the octoballoons floating around, shooting bomb arrows at you?
This world is gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah.
There was also the travel medallion.
Oh right, yeah. Okay. This seems like something that should have been there to begin with.
Yeah.
So it allows you. It's basically like Farore's Wind, right?
Yeah.
It,
You pick a place. It's instead of in a dungeon or whatever. It's wherever, but
right. You basically can make a waypoint anywhere in the map. Theoretically, I guess anywhere in the map, and then you can just quick warp right to it.
that could be very useful.
Yeah, whenever you want. Like so
you're fighting a Lionel that you just can't beat.
Yeah.
Throw it down.
You know what? It's good for that. I was trying to think of what a practical use would be for it, and I would be like, if I could set a waypoint, where would I put one? Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking I would probably just put one right in the Temple of Time, right next to the goddess statue, so that I don't have to like walk that 2 minutes. But now I'm thinking like, it could be at a place of interest that you're like you were just saying. There's like a line, like a big boss or something, or or part of a shrine quest or something where you need. Maybe you're trying to get a Korok. But you don't have any arrows, so you can just set a waypoint right there.
Yeah.
Go over to a stable, get the arrows, and then immediately warp back, just like fast travel.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Although fast travel is 34 seconds or whatever.
Yes, so as long as you're more than 30 whatever seconds away, then it's worth it.
Yeah, unless you're on the Wii U version, I think the loading is faster, but
then it's slightly faster travel.
Yeah.
And then so then we got the costumes.
Yeah.
I think the coolest one of all of them is the Korok mask, I think.
Okay, that one has like special abilities too.
That one is like the Great Fairy mask.
That is exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like the Stone of Agony, I guess it might be more.
Yes.
Or Shard of Agony.
I could see how that would make the game. Well, it would make your current playthrough a little bit.
Yeah, this is another thing that I think should have been there from the start. Like this is like when you have 900 of these collectibles and there's no real like indicator of where they are. You're just sort of, at least not that I know of. Like they should probably help you out a little bit, because I don't know anybody who's playing through this entire game without any sort of map or guide and attempting to get all 900 of them. Now
there's absolutely no way you would just. I mean, that would be.
Well, there's definitely a way. It would just take time.
Yeah,
because
there's no way it's happened yet. I'll say that.
It doesn't tell you like one of the map features that could have been would be like if it showed the grid lines of the different regions. And it said you've collected like 68 out of 93 Koroks in this region.
Oh, okay.
So then you kind of know, there's still another 25, 30 of them in this region.
Even then, it's still...
Well, that narrows it down.
Yeah.
I think it was Josh was saying. Josh was actually using the map guide that we have. And he thought he completed all the Koroks, but then he only had 899 of them. And he didn't know where the 900th one was.
No.
So he had to look at his in-game map and look at the online map that we have, the guide, and try to. And he eventually found it. But like
that's horrible.
Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, that's probably the best outfit.
Yeah.
I would say the other ones, as far as I can tell, are just more. Who knows though? Maybe there's some secret feature.
Yeah. What does the Tingle outfit do?
It should do something to your map.
Yes, maybe that's what gives you I don't know. There's also the Phantom outfit that looks kind of cool.
That looks cool.
But it kind of blends in with, because there's so many of them to begin with, that, like, I don't know how distinctive they are.
Mm-hmm. And then what was the other one?
There's some masks. There's Majora's Mask.
Oh, cool.
Midna's helmet.
Yes. Yeah, so, they're pretty cool.
They're good. They're nice, like throwbacks. Kind of reminds me of, like, Hyrule Warriors, where there was just so many. They just threw things in from other games that didn't really fit in the world, but who cares?
It was just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Majora's Mask, what, like, that's certainly not, like, canon or whatever.
Yeah, it's lying around in a treasure chest in the middle of Breath of the Wild.
So overall, I think a big discussion people have about these types of things is it worth the price? What do you think?
Too early to tell right now.
You have to actually play it or
Yeah.
know more about it.
I think so. I think making the comparison to Hyrule Warriors, I think the Hyrule Warriors DLC was great. It was a very lengthy quest, the additional content they had, the new adventure map. I know this is a totally different type of game, but
Right.
it makes me wonder if you're that person that's like done everything there is to do in the game, and now you're coming back for this additional content. Is it worth it for you? And I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm thinking, like, especially with the hard mode, I don't know if Nintendo's trying to. I don't know if they're trying to get you to play additional, like, hours of your existing file, or to start over with the hard mode.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you've especially if you've collected everything, there's no reason to play hard mode.
Right. Yeah.
Unless you're restarting.
Yeah, because I imagine even if you're fully powered up, if you've collected most of the things, not even everything, even on hard mode, the game's going to be easier than normal mode when you're empty-handed, basically.
Yeah.
So maybe this is their attempt to try to get people to play again. Or maybe it's an attempt to try to get people that just played through, I guess, casually, just beat the game. They didn't explore everything to revisit the game.
It's got that for me, yeah. Like, I've kind of told you already, like, I tried to replay it again because I played through the game, and it's like, I saw the whole story. Like, the exploration wasn't going to captivate me enough to just explore after I'd beaten the game. So, but now this new game is that, and the KOROK mask too, definitely intrigues me to actually play it, and because otherwise I'm not the kind of person who's out there looking for KOROK seeds, or that's just not how I play. So
Yeah.
I will actually be playing again. So
I think the thing I'm most interested in is the enemy gauntlet mode.
yeah.
And but I'm not sure, based on my concerns that I mentioned earlier, if that's gonna be just overall as solid as, like, the enemy gauntlets from Wind Waker, the Twilight Princess. The one that never gets enough credit is the Spirit Tracks one. That's the best enemy gauntlet mode ever.
Really?
In Zelda, I should say.
Okay, I've never done it.
No.
So
you fight all the bosses again.
oh.
You fight rooms that are of enemies that you never mismatched them before. So they're in there for the first time together. Like, ice enemies and fire enemies or whatever. There's a brand new boss that's only at the end of the boss gauntlet mode in Dark Link.
Cool.
And there's a good reward at the end. So it's like, it's everything you could ask for in an enemy gauntlet.
That's in your top
one.
Top one enemy gauntlet.
It's the best enemy gauntlet, yeah.
We'll have to get to the enemy gauntlets someday.
Yeah. So if it's something, I'm thinking it's going to be more along the Cave of Ordeals or Savage Labyrinth. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it's enjoyable. I'm not a big fan of the, like, when I think of the best parts of the game, strictly combat fighting groups of bokoblins is okay, but it's not the highlight, I think.
Yeah.
It is at times. I'm not sure. It depends. What kind of arena is it going to be? Is it going to be in a small enclosed room?
What if it's in just another shrine-like area?
I'm thinking it's going to be like where you fight the Guardians, the mini Guardians, like in the modest challenge and major challenge. I'm thinking it's going to be like in rooms like that.
Aren't you kind of tired of that setting?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's too repetitive. Maybe they'll, like, raise the ceiling and put multiple Hynixes in there at once or something.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I guess the answer Is the jury still out?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I guess we'll see. Let us know in the comments what your thoughts are about this. I imagine there's a lot of varying opinions. And let us know what else you want us to cover. And thanks for watching.